Hi everybody, today it's Wednesday the 24th of February and welcome to Music. Our learning objective is to identify and discuss a musical mood. To be successful today, we are going to discuss how music makes us feel, and the word we're going to use today is timbre. And I know that tempo and length can affect a piece of music. Our music topic this term is called Mood and Movies. We will be looking at the music from Finding Nemo and discussing how effects are created with instruments, tempo and volume. And tempo is another word for speed. Now we're going to listen to a piece of music from the film Finding Nemo, and it's called Fronds Like These. Whilst the piece of music is playing, I'd like you to close your eyes and imagine what is happening in the film, if you've seen it. If you haven't seen the film, you can still close your eyes and think about how the music makes you feel and what pictures you're getting in your head. Now what I'd like you to do is grab a piece of A4 paper and fold it into 3 sections. I'm going to play section 1 of the song, and in the first section of your piece of paper, I'd like you to make notes about what you think is or could be happening at that part of the film. What do you imagine is happening? How does the music make you feel? What does it sound like? So grab yourself a piece of paper and a pencil. I'm going to press play, and you're going to hear the first section of the song, and I'd like you to use the first section of your piece of paper only. I'm now going to play the second section of the song. In the second section of your piece of paper, you need to make notes about what you think is or could be happening at this particular point in the film. What do you imagine is going on? How does the music make you feel? What does it sound like? So grab your second section of your piece of paper and your pencil and listen really closely. I'm now going to play the third section of the song. In the third section of your piece of paper, make notes about what you think is or could be happening at this part in the film. What do you imagine is going on? How does the music make you feel? What does it sound like? So for the final time, guys, grab your pencil, grab your third section of your paper and listen really, really closely and write away. What do you think is happening? What do you feel? What does it sound like? For the plenary today, I'm going to share my notes with you that I took whilst listening to that music along with you. You can magpie some of my ideas if you think they're any good and add them to your own sections. Can you justify your own opinion? Why do you think that particular thing was happening at that point in the music that was being played from Finding Nemo? Did you recognise any of the instruments that were being played? What was the tempo? What was the speed like throughout? Did it change? Did it get faster? Did it get slower? So here are my ideas for what could be going on in section 1 of our song, Fronds Like These. I'm going to play each section again and share my ideas with you. Remember, there's no right or wrong answer. We're all going to have different ideas and different thoughts about what the music means to us. So in this part, in section 1, I imagined in my head that there was a busy sea, there was lots of sea creatures buzzing around and going in and out of all different directions, a bit like under the water traffic jam. I thought I could perhaps hear a harp. I wasn't too sure what instruments I could hear, but there are my ideas for section 1. Here are my thoughts for section 2. Automatically I thought, oh no, has something bad happened? I could imagine a big shadow appearing over the reef of perhaps a shark that's swimming above them, and all the fish have panicked and they've hidden. And I think if I was one of those fish, I'd feel really scared, and I hope they're all hiding away somewhere safe and they're an enemy somewhere. our third and final section of this piece of music, it made me feel very peaceful, which is completely different to how I felt for section 2. I feel like perhaps the busy day at the reef is over. All the fish are very slowly going back to their homes, and they're safe sleeping in their anemones. I thought I could hear a piano and a clarinet. There was definitely a string instrument in there somewhere, but I'm not too sure what it is, guys. Perhaps you could email me and help me out there with that one. Please remember to share your learning with your teacher. I'm sure they'd love to see how that piece of music has made you feel. And I look forward to seeing you next week for some more music. Remember that piece of music is called Fronds Like These, and it is from Finding Nemo. And the piece of music is by a man called Thomas Newman.